Good afternoon. My name is Cory Benson, Controls Engineer at BluePrint Automation, and today we're going to walk through the Gravity 100R rotary packer changeover process. Alright, so this is the main system control screen, and to get ready to do a changeover, the first thing we're going to do is go to the home screen. On the home screen, changeover button is right here. Now it's going to let us know that in order to do the changeover, we have to have all the safety zones disabled. So here it tells you the status of each zone. This particular machine has 3 safety zones: the infeed, the packer, and the tamp. All of them must be off. You'll get a fault message letting you know that you've hit an e-stop. I've hit only one of the 3 e-stops, so it's telling me the other 2 have to be off. So now that all 3 e-stop zones are active, we'll close the fault screen, and this is changed to a button letting us know we can start the changeover. So it's letting us know right now the active product code is this test product code we put in here for our purposes. We can change to any other product code except the active one. So in this example, we're going to change to product number 1, the 80-ounce liquid bag, 8 in a case. Using the up and down arrows, we can navigate to the selected case size. Press the enter button to choose the product code we're going to. Now this screen lets us know all of the operator adjustments. These are adjustments the operator will need to make manually on the machine. Any items that are flashing need adjusting. Each one has a check mark. When you check the yellow triangle, it lets us know, yes, I'm confirming that I have made that adjustment. If you're not sure where something is, we have a picture button. It'll pull up a picture with the description and the adjustment that needs to be made. These numbers line up with the stickers that are on the actual machine. Hit close to go back. So over here, numbers 1 and numbers 2, product infeed, secondary merge, and primary merge side belts. Over here on the merge conveyor. Now all of these adjustments are going to look very similar. You'll have a yellow number that corresponds to the number on the screen, a sliding scale. These can be loosened lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. There's an indicator. On this one, the indicator is this triangle. And you move out to the desired position and lock it down. For some of these, there may not be room to make a full circle. You can lift up the handle, rotate it where you need, and continue turning. So now it's locked into place. Number 1 and number 2 are right here. And pretty much all of them on the machine are going to function in a similar way. We finish numbers 1 and number 2. Some of these are going to be inside the machine. To get to those, we'll have to open the safety door. Each of these adjustments has a number up here, and you'll notice that there is an identical number on the opposite side of the case guides. These need to be set to the exact same number. Number 3 should be set a little bit closer to this backstop than the length of your case. And the distance between this stop and this clamp should allow for this clamp to hold the trailing edge of this case and the leading edge of this case. Now we've included in the product codes where those should be for these cases, but should you want to make an adjustment or use a different size case, this is what you would change. Listed numbers 3 and 4, each of those had 2 places to adjust. And you'll work your way around the machine. Empty case guide is going to be to the empty case infeed for the packer. The bump turner is also there. Once you have everything checked, you can hit next. The full case adjustments are over on the full case conveyor and on the tamper around the other side of the packer. And these will be similar adjustments. You'll loosen the handle, slide the adjustment out to the designated number, then come back here and check it off that it's done. You'll notice on the final screen, there's no button in the bottom right corner to go next. That will only appear after we have already checked off all the items. Now that I've checked off the last item, the next button appears to let us move on. Now here the message says packer changeover complete. If we change to a product code that requires a different tamp head, it will let you know. And now we're back to the main control screen. So on this product code, it's going to use a different size tamp head. So when we press next this time, it'll tell us you need to change the tamper plate to this number. That's located in the tamper, and we have a plaque on each one with a number that matches. So in this case, we need to go to number 493. So in the tamper, this is the tamp head, and on each side is a little latch that you just loosen, and on the other side we'll do the same. On this side of the tamp, another latch, and don't worry, it won't fall out. It's got a little diagonal slide piece. So once you've loosened the latch, slide it down diagonally and hang it up here. Now in this case, we're changing over to number 412, 493. Each of these has a plaque on it indicating its number, and it goes back in kind of the same way. Move it diagonally upwards in place, hold it, and clamp the latch on. Here on the other side, same deal. Close the latch off, clamp it down. Once you close the door, you're good to go. Finish changing over the tamper plate, and we'll hit next step. Packer changeover is complete. Now it's important, before you turn the safety back on, it's important to make sure that the case conveyor is empty. There's no boxes in here. If you have any boxes in here, you want to take them out. The reason is, once we put control power back on, these case width guides are going to go all the way out to home position and come back in for the right size. And if you happen to have a case in here that's too large, you could crush your case. So make sure this is empty of cases, and then turn control power back on. Pull out the e-stop. There are 3 separate safety zones for this machine, so we need to make sure each one independently is turned on. We need to pull out the e-stop for the in-feed to get the last one to turn on. Actuator's out of position. What's going on is the servos are moving these case width guides out to their home position, fully extended, and then they'll retract back into the size case you want. The same with the actuators in the top here. They're homing the rotors and bringing the backstop to home and back to the position given the case length that you've determined for your product. The statuses here will change and now allow you to operate the machine. It'll say off or enabled, and you can go and start up. That concludes the changeover process for the Gravity 100R rotary packer. Thanks for your time.